Episode 5 is finally here and they have added so much stuff. So much stuff. But first of all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now. If you don't subscribe in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to salvage my Nemesis weapon. No, you're not going to subscribe? Alright, let's go salvage a Nemesis weapon. You guys thought I was kidding? No. We're gonna salvage a Nemesis weapon. There we go. DIY crafting, item dismantling. Nemesis Cougar, dismantle. Yes. Gone. Still not gonna subscribe? Come on, guys. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the bell icon, do all that YouTube stuff. And if you guys do all of that stuff, I will salvage my Raven Cougar. Yeah? You gonna do it? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I owe you one. And I am a man of my word, and I will salvage my Raven Cougar. So have I finally lost my mind? Find out after my intro. Alright, time to answer that burning question that you guys all have, and that is, yes, I have a magnificent Rappy Hero scarf. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, Kero, how did you get that wonderful scarf? And you're definitely not wondering why I salvaged a Nemesis and a Raven weapon, which probably could have gotten me a lot of money. But don't worry, we'll explain everything one step at a time. So first of all, there's a couple campaigns going up, but the first things first, we're gonna get up over here, we're gonna walk over to our purple terminal, we're gonna go here, we're gonna click on item codes, and you're gonna type in this code right here. So once you finish inputting that code, you're gonna come to your green terminal right here, go to pick up storage, OP storage over here, and you're gonna get 3 tri-boost 100%, you're gonna get 100 star gems, you're gonna get a katana skin, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of gold and silver keys, 1 Tokyo gold key and 3 Magatsu silver keys. You're gonna take all that out, and we're gonna eat the star gems. Nom, delicious. And yes, this scarf has a mind of its own. It spazzes out like this all the time. I have no idea why. They must have messed up something on the physics, but I ain't complaining. It's actually pretty funny. Alright, now for the campaigns. Let's hop over to my second monitor. So we can see here, new campaigns, October 2020, part 1. So the first one is we have received reset all skill tree pass per character we have. So for all my free-to-play players out there, we will have a total of 3 as long as you had 3 characters made before the maintenance. So just make sure to pick it up. So it's 1 per character. Okay. Next one is a login event. It's very simple. As usual, just log in every single day. You get 100,000 EXP ticket times 2 every single day for 7 days. And if you log in for at least 5 separate days, you get an additional 100,000 ticket times 6. So that is a ton of EXP. So make sure to log in every day and pick all these up. Next up is party up for client orders. So we're going to talk to EO, which is this girl over here in the shopping mall, and she has 2 quests for you. She has Party Maneuvers 1 and Party Maneuvers 2. So you do need to complete Party Maneuvers 1 first before you unlock Party Maneuvers 2. However, if you've done this quest in the past like I have, you can immediately pick up both quests and knock them all out in one mission. So all you need to do in order to complete Parties Maneuver 1 and Parties Maneuver 2 is simply do an expedition with other players. And in order to complete 1, you just need an A rank. To complete 2, you need an S rank. And yes, you can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone by accepting both of them and getting an S rank. And after completing Parties Maneuvers 2, you will receive the Rappy Hero scarf. This item will go to your purple Visiphone terminal. It is not a title. So once you complete both of these client orders, you just run to your Visiphone and it will be right there and you'll be able to pick it up. So please make sure to do this ASAP before PSO2 day, because an extra Tokyo bonus key gold is definitely very nice, and this scarf is gorgeous. Next up is the new Buster quest. Alright, so first of all, in order to unlock the Buster quest, you do need to do episode 5. You don't need to complete all of it, but you do need to get like halfway through the story, alright? But they're giving away a bonus key as well as an SG Scratch Ticket Mother's Disciple ticket. So this SG Scratch ticket is different from the AC Scratch tickets. The AC Scratch tickets that we got, we could use it on whatever banner we wanted. However, this ticket is specific for Mother's Disciple, so you have to use it on that specific banner. So all you need to do is do 5 Buster quests and get B rank or above in order to get your Tokyo Gold key. Highly recommend you to do this before PSO2 day so that you can take advantage of this. And the second one is you need to complete 15 Buster quests and get a B rank or above in order to get your Mother's ticket. And last but not least, take on the Crimson and Black Fellworms on us. So we're basically going to be getting 2 triggers when we log in on October 7th, which is next week. and you'll just automatically get 2 triggers on your account. Alright, now that we've covered the campaign events, now to show you why I salvage my Raven weapons, we're gonna head over to the shopping mall. So if you don't have a Nemesis or a Raven weapon, now's the time to pick one up. We're gonna run here. Oh look, there's a concert going on. It's fine, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna run here. And then what you wanna do is take a left, run up the stairs right here. I never noticed the ground went all RGB too. And then we're gonna talk to the badge and memory exchanger. We're gonna go to exchange badge, and we're gonna go exchange unique weapon badges. And you're gonna see here like, oh look, there's the invade weapons, blah blah blah. You're gonna scroll down, and right here, ladies and gentlemen, you can get Nemesis weapons for 400 unique weapon badges. You get unique weapon badges by just doing your advanced quests, and you get like a butt ton of them. So you can see here I still have 1,100 of them, and you know, if you do any advanced quests, you should be getting like a ton. And I don't do advanced quests that often. So if you do not have a Nemesis weapon or the Raven weapon, you can pick it up right here. However, I highly recommend picking up the Nemesis weapon, mainly because of the element. So you can see that the Nemesis weapons are guaranteed to give you the light element, as you can see from the little picture at the side. However, the Raven weapons are dark element. So does this mean that the Raven weapons are garbage? Of course not. The Raven weapons are solid, really strong weapons. So since the Raven and Nemesis weapons are so accessible, here's the TLDR. The Raven weapon is more suited for offensive type of people who want to deal damage but not take damage, while the Nemesis weapon is more suited for melee classes, which can go in and they can take a hit. The reason for that is because when you get a Nemesis weapon to plus 35, you get Purifying Shield, which increases your damage by 17%, but you also get a barrier which reduces the damage taken for 1 hit, and then you wait a couple seconds and it comes back up. While the Raven Cougar gives you Shield of Temptation, which also increases your damage by 17%, but creates a barrier that negates knockback at set intervals. So instead of damage reduction, you get immunity to knockback. So that is the main difference between the Raven weapon as well as the Nemesis weapon. One gives you immunity to knockback, the other one gives you damage reduction. And there's a couple few hidden stats that they don't really tell you, but the TLDR is the Raven weapon gives you more regeneration of PP, while the Nemesis weapon reduces the PP cost of your skills. So that was the reason why I was able to salvage my Raven and Nemesis weapons without blinking an eye at the very beginning of the video. Now, what else is new? We have a new class, the Hero class, and in order to unlock the Hero class, please come to Officer Coffee. You're going to talk to her, go to client orders, and right here, Hero class qualification test. Ooh, it's a test, but you literally talk to her and then you talk to her again and you've completed the quest. Congratulations, you can now be a hero. It's really that easy. And then now you can go to Stella, which gives you client orders. So you just run over here and you can do her client orders in order to get additional Hero X cubes. She's right here. Talk to her. You can see how a true hero fights. As you complete each client order, you get more and more quests, and at the very end, you'll be able to get extra skill points, okay? And so the hero plays very differently, so I highly recommend if you don't know anything about heroes, you know, just click the Ask About Heroes. They talk about the hero class, the sword, the twin machine guns, the talus, what the hell hero time is, and weapon switching, photon art, so forth and so on. So I highly recommend you give that a read if you have the time or if you want to. So after you've done that, you can simply come to the counter over here, change class, and boom, your main class, you can change it now to hero. Click on it. However, do keep in mind that the hero cannot have a subclass. So if you switch to hero, you will lose your subclass and hero will be your only class that you have, alright? Next up is our level cap has been increased to 90, which means our skill tree is improved. Now you can see we have Braver combination at level 85. This gives you 50% critical chance. Okay, this skill is nuts. Please pick this up when you have the chance. It's so good. And basically we're gonna get a lot more skill points because our maximum level has been increased to level 90. Next up is the Season 8 Mission Pass. As I said earlier, you can now get the Chrono Eternity Stone when you get to tier 30. So please make sure that you do get to tier 30 to pick this up because you will be needing this item later down the line, and it is very difficult to get this item, so make sure to pick it up. You don't even need to buy the gold pass. And last but not least is Ziggs over here. We're going to talk to Ziggs over here. We're going to go to melee weapon, and we're gonna go to Katana, and they have added the Atlas weapons. All right, so the Atlas weapons, as you can see here, is a 14-star weapon. It looks really weird, but it's a 14-star weapon with 4 S abilities. So you can see here on compatibility, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, which means S1 to S4. You're gonna want to try to pick up an Atlas weapon as soon as possible for 2 reasons. One is because when you look at the augment factor for the katanas is prolonged katana release. This is an S4 ability which slows katana focus gauge depletion during katana focus release, which basically means when you do a perfect counter and you're glowing all purple and you gain like insane damage, it's gonna last even longer if you have prolonged katana release, which is so strong. And something that's a lot more important is that you will be needing the Atlas weapon with the Raven weapon with the Nemesis weapon, combine 3 of them together in order to get your 15-star weapon, which is pretty much going to be your endgame weapon later down the line. And if we read this paragraph right here, which they posted on the collect all the things on the new episode 5 collection folder, and this sentence right here has me really excited. With 15-star weapons soon to be released in episode 5, it's a good idea to start gathering necessary items for Ziggs now. So this is insane. If we get 15-star weapons soon, like, you know, end of the month, that is nuts. So nuts. So I'm super excited for this, and I definitely will be preparing my Atlas weapon. Now for the observant few of you guys who paid attention at looking at what materials the Atlas weapon needed, you'll notice that it needed a Val Valua plus 35. So you can get the Val Valua, as you can see right here, it looks like this, through the 15-star material collection folder 3, which will be available on October 14. So that is in 2 weeks, all right? So don't worry if you don't have these weapons, if you don't have your Val weapons yet, just wait 2 weeks, it'll pop up in the collection folder and you'll be able to get the weapon through the collection folder. However, you'll also notice it requires a Chronos Eternity Stone. This was the item that you get on the mission pass at tier 30. It also requires 999 Goldnias and 999 Sapphires. Hards. And so the hards over here are very easy to get. Just salvage any 12-star weapon, so all your Sigma weapons, all that jazz, and you'll be able to get these very easily. The Goldnias are hard AF to get. So you're gonna see over here that I have 72 Goldnia as well as 72 Sapphires, and I was able to get these materials at the very beginning when I salvaged my Nemesis weapon as well as my Raven weapon. Here I'll show you. So when you salvage a Sigma weapon or a 12-star weapon, right? So depending if it's a melee weapon or it's a range weapon or if it's a technique weapon, will determine what variant of these Saps you get. So for melee weapons, you get Sapphires. So you can see here for every Sigma weapon that I salvage, I'm guaranteed to get 9 of them, but if I get a great success, I will gain 36 of them. However, to get the Goldnias, you'll need to salvage 13-star weapons in order to get the Goldnia variants. Now again, if you have a range weapon, it's called gold something else, and if you have a technique weapon, it's going to be called gold something else as well. All right, so you just need to salvage these. As you can see here, I'm going to salvage this Raven weapon again, and Raven Cougar, salvage, boom. You see, I got regular success, so I got 36 Goldnias and 36 Sapphires. So how on earth are you going to get so many 13-star weapons in order to salvage to get all this Goldnia? Well, lucky for us, the game has been throwing plenty of different methods in order to get this Goldnia. And the easiest one that I can think of is the Fornus weapons. So you guys remember that featured quest that we had where it was like blast through all the bosses from episode 1 to episode 4? And if you did it on extra hard, it pretty much gave you like a 50% chance of getting one of these Fornus weapons. So if you do have a bunch of these Fornus weapons sitting around like I do, just salvage them. Method number 2 is of course your collection folder, like your Revolzio weapons, you can salvage them as well. However, it is a little bit of waste since it is a plus 30 weapon, but if you're super desperate, you can do that as well. But the easiest way, in my personal opinion, is just buy like 20 Nemesis Cougars and just spam advanced quests until you can buy them and just salvage all of them in order to get enough Goldnia that you need. Now the personal shop is down. However, if the personal shop is working at the time that you watch this video, you could always go off and buy some very cheap 13-star weapons and just salvage them. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals that boosts the rest.